Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone for Three Blind Men and an Elephant, and today, finally, I'm ready to share with you my take on Panasonic's $1,700 stills photo flagship, the G9. But before I do, just a reminder from our new department of friendly neighborhood commerce, that every time you purchase anything through one of our B&H affiliate links down below, you will be automatically entered to win the Luxley Viola on-camera, bi-color, LED with diffuser. This is an item I first tested with a little help from my friends because I needed just that kind of capability and liked it so much that we decided to give one away with the help of our other friends at B&H Photos, so thanks very much. It's an easy way for you to show your support for us, and it's an easy way for us to show our appreciation of you. We'll announce our winner May 22nd. In the meantime, I'll link to the original review down below, or maybe someplace up here, where you'll also find our links. Back to the G9. Right. It's taken me so long to decide what I really think about this camera that by now you're probably already reasonably familiar with the G9's specs and handling. If not, I encourage you to check out my friend Gordon Lang's review. Very comprehensive, as always. It's also taken me long enough to get there that in the interim, the competitive landscape has shifted. Fuji is already shipping the, well, let's face it, you'll want the grip, so $2,200 X-H1. And Sony has just started shipping the $2,000 A7 III, which makes things interesting. Still, I'm going to keep this mercifully short and cut to the chase. The G9 is an outstanding, keenly priced, just get it done camera 99% of the time. Hold that thought. Because on the other hand, the G9 does have one issue in particular, positioning as a stills camera notwithstanding. And Sony and Fuji were never going to simply roll over and cede market share without a fight. So I'd also say that while the G9 basically reset the bar for this particular segment of the market when it first came out, it's suddenly a much tighter race. Let me summarize it for you this way. If your priority is 10/10 handling and accessibility, which I'm going to define as the shortest distance between intent and execution, and want both stellar video image quality and incredible stills image quality for static subjects, get the G9. That's because it's basically a rebodied, retuned, tweaked, $300 cheaper GH5 with better general purpose autofocus than the G5, the best in-body image stabilization in the industry, not just among these cameras, high resolution mode, otherwise known as pixel shifting, which the other two don't, highest burst rates of the bunch, best EVF, built-in intervalometer, the Sony doesn't have, excellent flippy screen, the other two don't have, best touch interface of the bunch, excellent tether software, real buttons in the right places, yet somehow manages to be even lighter, more robust, and better handling than the camera from which it descends. If your priority is 10/10 image quality, which I'm going to define as maximum resolution, in this case for dynamic subject stills, since the A7 III doesn't have pixel shifting, and all three cameras are limited to UHD 4K, maximum high ISO performance, maximum dynamic range, maximum bit depth, again for stills since they all sport 8-bit 420 in video, and the best autofocus of the three, get the Sony A7 III. That's because it sports the largest and newest sensor of the bunch, complete with the latest generation hybrid AF. Finally, if you want to split the baby, get the X-H1. That's because the APS-C sensor is brilliant and larger than the micro four thirds sensor of the Panasonic, though not quite up to the full-frame sensor of the A7 III. Fuji glass is outstanding and keenly priced. It has the phase detect AF that the G9 does not, which has also been improved since first deployed in the XT-2. Its Eterna film simulation offers the opportunity to skip log workflow altogether while still delivering cinematic results. It has a better EVF than the Sony and better ergonomics too. They all have beautiful color and dual card slots. Of course, it's more complicated than that, but no, actually, not really, it isn't. That's because the G9 allowed me to go handheld, autofocus, standard profile to do this. And with pixel shift, the G9 allowed me to do this. Go head-to-head with a 50 megapixel Hasselblad X1D. The A7 III allowed me to do this.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head on Filmer's back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head on Filmer's back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
And while I haven't had the X-H1 in hand long enough to actually shoot with it, the XT2, which has the same sensor, processor, and incredible glass, allowed me to do this. Yes, I know. The G9 is positioned as a stills camera, yet I just showed you video. Sony has built much of its reputation around 4K video, yet I showed you mostly 1080p and stills. And the X-H1 is positioned as a video-centric camera, yet I just showed you mostly stills from its kissing cousin, the XT2. But that's really the point. We are spoiled for choice, as the Brits would say. Each of these cameras blurs the lines of their respective companies' offerings. There's still no such thing as a free lunch, so each is a set of trade-offs. And somehow, these three manufacturers have figured out how to appeal to slightly different audiences. Most importantly, there's really nothing that prevents you from creating whatever you want with any of these cameras if you take the time to get to know them. Which is one more reason why it really isn't about the gear, but about the people, don't you think? Though, yes, I wish the G9's video AF were even better. Yes, I wish Sony's ergos and menu systems were better. Yes, I wish the X-H1 didn't require the added weight and cost of a battery grip just to reach its 30-minute recording limit and get a headphone jack. And I wish they all had internal neutral density filters or super low ISO settings so we could shoot wide open at 1/50th of a second at high noon. As I said, a tight race. In fact, right now, you can tell that Panasonic is feeling the heat. They're bundling in their battery grip with the G9 for free. Anyway, that's it. If you like what you've seen here today, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, join the conversation in the comments section below, which is just stellar. You guys are stellar. Consider supporting our work by using our affiliate links or making a contribution directly via the PayPal link below. As always, we thank you for it. For 3 Blind Men and an Elephant, I'm Hugh Brownstone. See you next time.